Runes played a lot better than what I thought after looking at the Kickstarter. That was one thing I wasn't sure of, but after playing it, like, it's actually very engaging and a lot of fun to draw the runes.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed the press your luck mechanic and the fact that sometimes it's worth it, you know, like, and even after you had the damage to defeat the enemies, that like maybe you keep drawing because you could get that heal or you know, some other bonus. I thought that was really.
My favorite moment was when we were fighting some of the Draugrs, and really just the push your luck mechanic, being able to know that if you pull that last one out, it could push you over the edge, and it did for me. I got my 2 damage and defeated that Draugr, but I was always right on the edge of dying, and that tension of having to pull that last one out was great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so for me, like, yesterday when I was playing with my friends, I was literally just saying, I like push your luck in bag builder games, so this is perfect for me. And so I think my favorite moment was just, honestly, when he died and we had to kill him.
We loved Trudvang. Like the idea of you building this story, and then there's this like that you're kind of like building as you go, and it kind of records your experiences, which adjusts your future experiences, is awesome. And I was loving the little demo that we got to play. Loved it. Would have loved it more if my partner here didn't just get us killed within, like, you know, 15 minutes of us actually getting into the demo. But you know,
take risks.
No, when your team tells you to run away from the skeletons, you run away from the skeletons. But other than that,
Yeah, I enjoyed the cooperative side of this game as well.
Yeah.
The story.
yeah, the story, the feel of adventure. I love the like choose your own adventure aspect of it. The like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go like seek out the witches, or do you want to go, I don't know, fetch a cat out of a tree? There's no fetching cats out of trees that I know of yet. Maybe, I don't know. But I love that option. Like, just go do this. Let's go find this relic. Let's go find these people. Let's go kill these monsters. And all those options. Oh, and the mechanic of like pulling chits out of here to put them on like these things to try to like trigger your abilities is awesome. I love that. I love it. Yeah, she likes it too much. She just kept pulling
And I'm really bad at
chips out of the bag, and that's why we lost. Sometimes you just got to know when to stop pulling chits out of the bag.
I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, we
I
can't
can't
wait.
wait to go through the story. And what I really like about this is it will change every time we play it.
Yeah, I was, as soon as I heard about Trudvang, which I believe was, I don't remember if it was earlier this year or sometime last year, as soon as I heard about it, I was in. I was like, I wanted to get on Trudvang, and I kept talking to Brittany about it, and it was just like, oh, there's this game coming out from Come On. It's called Trudvang. It's all like story-based, go on adventures, multiple choice, and I'm so in. So I've been just keeping my eye on Kickstarter, and as soon as it was up, I had like a reminder on my phone telling me like, Trudvang's available. Boom, backed it right away, all the way, because I want in all the way on this.
I thought it was really immersive. It was very interesting how easy it was for not have a dungeon master tell us what we need to do, and just when we had to attack something, just pull out runes, and the statistics would change based on what we pulled on. So it was very controlled, but I really just enjoyed how easy it was to follow the rules, and how the game would open up and develop and show us the landscape even more and more as we continue on with the storyline.
It's just nice. It's combined sort of like Dungeons and Dragons with a board game, so you don't need a game master. It reminds me a lot of like Seventh Continent, where you draw cards and you discover things, and that changes what is going to show up on the board. So I really like that. And yeah, just a really great RPG experience with like just not needing a game master, and you just kind of go along with the book, so it's really intuitive. I think it makes it great. I do like the battle mechanics with the runes. That way you're not just furtively rolling dice and like always getting misses all the time. With the runes, you at least have a chance. Statistically, you have a higher chance. And I do just like the variety of like what events can happen. Like you could discover something and like, you know, the infection thing, and that really changes the gameplay. Or what was that one? Or you find like the fountain and you can like instantly heal yourself, so that dramatically changes what you're gonna do, because it's like, oh, we need to go back to the fountain and heal. And and I really like that interactiveness with the map. So I really like it. It's good.
I had a lot of fun. I think the combat was my favorite, with the bag building process, and then when you pull the runes, the decisions that you have to make on where you put them. Do you put them in a safe spot and do a little bit of damage, or do you put them in a different spot and do more damage, but you might not get that? I really liked the story elements. When we actually got cursed and when we fainted, we turned into Draugrs. I thought that was fantastic. I definitely like the story cards, pulling them out and seeing what happens next without a GM. I had a blast.